Test, 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 test. Welcome, everybody, to the campus of Whitensville Christian School, where the Crusaders of Whitensville Christian are going to play the Tigers from Douglas, the girls' varsity basketball action. I'm Jamie Walton. I'm going to bring you all the action here tonight on a Friday night in the gym at WCS. These two dual Valley Conference rivals play each other twice every year. We'll see how it goes tonight. Coming in, the Douglas Tigers, very young basketball team. Even a couple of 8th graders get a lot of playing time for the Tigers. They are 0-4, so they desperately looking for a win just to get that first win of the season. The Lady Tigers, they lost this past week against Nipmunk, their first conference game. They lost to Nipmunk 42-24, so it's going to probably have their struggles this week, but they want to get that first win, as I said, against WCS. The Crusaders, on the other hand, are 2-2. They were 2-1 before the long Christmas break. Perhaps a little bit of rust on the Crusaders as they faced off their first conference game this past Wednesday night at BMR. They lost with a last-second shot from the Chargers of BMR. Just beat them out 25-23. So the Crusaders haven't won since long before Christmas. So they want to, they're 2-2, 0-1 in the conference. So they want to get this conference win against Douglas really, really badly. The Tigers, as I said, lost the first 4 games, most of them by a pretty wide margin. They lost their first game to Oxford 66-21. Only close game was a loss 28-26 to Sizer, whatever that team is, I'm not sure. And they lost by 12, 45-33 to Oxford, and then again 42-24 to Nipmunk on Wednesday. Whereas the Crusaders, they have lost 2 straight, including last night or Wednesday night against BMR. As I mentioned, they beat Maine South 69-20, so big win to start the year, and Assabet 46-15, so 2 blowouts. But then they lost to Uxbridge 38-27. Uxbridge clearly a pretty good team this year, and then they lost again 2-point heartbreaker against BMR. So I'll bring you all the action tonight, but I'll pause once they're about to do the starting lineups and national anthem, and I'll pick it up after that.
Good evening and welcome to Whitensville Christian School's Nehemiah Center for tonight's TBC matchup between your Whitensville Christian Crusaders and the Tigers from Douglas. Let's meet the starters for tonight. First for the visitors from Douglas, number 10, Paige Gosselin. Number 14, Jasmine Trudeau. Number 15, Cece White. Number 21, Zoe Marino. Number 22, Ariana Delgado. The Tigers are coached by Ralph Quinn, assisted by Greg Bernard and Sam Copeland. Now for your home team, the Whitesville Christian Crusaders, starting number 10, Chloe Ritchie. Number 11, Amanda Spinelli. Number 12, Ava Ibrahim. Number 15, Martha Johnson. Number 22, Ellie Keenan.
All right, so once again, welcome to tonight's live stream of the huge Dual Valley Conference tournament game between, or not tournament, but regular season game between Douglas Tigers, road team. They'll be in the blue against the Crusaders of Whitensville Christian, team in the white. So once again, as I said, Douglas has 0-4, but they have a couple of 8th graders. They have an extremely young team, so might take their lumps this season, but great chance to get their girls some really good experience. Crusaders have a lot of veterans on their team. They got Margaret Johnson, senior. They got Allie Whedon, who's a senior, will be in the starting lineup. They also have Chloe Ritchie, who's a senior, and Ava Ibrahim, who's also all 4 seniors and starters for this team. And then the last starter is a junior, Amanda Sinelli. So you got a lot of experience versus a lot of inexperience. So you would look to see the Crusaders to try to take advantage of that right away. As Whedon jumps up the tip against Douglas center Cece White, number 15 in blue. Once again, 2-2 Crusaders looking to go 3-2 on the season and 1-1 in the conference. Tigers 0-4 looking for their first win of any game. Douglas does control the tip. That's going to be Delgado. Ariana Delgado gets called for a travel right away. So first turnover of the game gives the Crusaders the ball, first chance on offense. Looks like Douglas in defense is going to a 1-2-2. Chloe Ritchie handles the point guard, number 10 for the Crusaders. They're going to pass it around in the zone. They want to, looks like what Douglas is doing is sort of a box. They want to keep Margaret Johnson from getting free looks underneath, and that's what the Crusaders want to do, is get Margaret those layups. Douglas goes to man-to-man out of the inbounds. All the way to the hoop. Sinelli almost got it, but Sinelli tracks it down. Sinelli all the way to the hoop. That one is good. 2-0 Crusaders. The leading scorers in the season for Whitensville has kind of been spread around. Margaret Johnson's always in there, but Sinelli has, and Allie Whedon have had some big games as well. Crusaders in a zone. As Sinelli again to try to get her second hoop off the glass. It's good. Sinelli with the first 4 points for the Crusaders, giving them an early 4-0 lead. They go back to that zone. Douglas can't connect. Now Sinelli gets a rebound. She's doing everything out there tonight. She came to play, Amanda did. Fires, tries to find Whedon. It bounces off of Douglas. Douglas coach not happy. He thought that Whedon hit that out. But the refs, they saw it differently. Whedon gets it in, feeds Margaret Johnson. Johnson goes right, off the glass. It's a little bit too hard. Allie Whedon with the rebound. Johnson cleans up that garbage and makes it 6-0. Just getting started here. It's Paige Gosselin, number 10, setting things up. And Paige gets called for a travel. Boy, you hate to see that. If I'm a ref, I might let that one go. No one near her. She slid a little bit, but hey, that's why he's in the stripes. Douglas in that 1-2-2, really keying on Margaret Johnson. Might even be sort of a box and one. Douglas gets the rebound, but the ball gets tied up. That was 8th grader. It's number 14, 8th grader. So she has a great future for the Douglas Tigers. Ritchie gets it in. Fires it over to Allie Whedon. Whedon drains it from the free throw line. Wide open, and she made Douglas pay. 8-0. Just under 6 to play first quarter. Whitensville Christian in a little bit of a 1-2-2 here. Another corner shot, an air ball that was, again, Delgado. Good defense there by the Crusaders. So now Margaret Johnson will take the point. Sinelli for 3. That one's long. Wisely, Delgado lets it go. Douglas will get the ball back, down 8-0. They need some offense to try to stay in this game. They don't want to let it go in the first quarter. It's Delgado. It's over to Gosselin. Cece White doesn't really know what to do with the ball, but she finds Greenow. Douglas doesn't really look like anybody wants to shoot except for Delgado. Shot clock is down to 7. They got to get it up. Gosselin can't get it to go. Now there's a scramble underneath the hoop. Looks like we're going to jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with Douglas. But I think they shot clock violation. Shot clock is at 0. That does not reset on a jump ball. So I don't really know what they're going to do here. They don't have any time at all. Yeah, that doesn't reset. So that should be Whitensville Christian's ball. They're not going to have any time at all. Ref's discussing it now. So they say there's like 0.5 of a second. That's not going to be enough, but she still does get it off. Good rebound there by Rice Quinlan for the Crusaders. Douglas looking for their first 2, but way too far underneath. Oh, Whedon gets fed. She keeps the pivot foot off the glass. No good. Rice Quinlan, who's just checked in off the bench, gets a great offensive rebound, and will get to the line for 2. So Quinlan gets 2. First one looks good to me. Oh, it's a little bit short. Pulled the string on it. So it's 8-0. Just kind of getting going. About just over 4 minutes in the first quarter. Again, the ref's discussing it. I don't know if these guys are friends. They're got bets on the game or what, but they get back to action here. That one just skims the front of the rim, goes out of bounds, so Douglas will get the ball back. Man, Coach Douglas not happy with the refs here early on. I think that's the least of his problems, if you ask me, but I can understand a little frustration when you don't think the call goes your way. And I don't mind a little fire. Keeps his players in the game a little bit here as well. Margaret Johnson's on the break. She might lose it. She stays in bounds. Gets to Richie. Chloe pounds the ball. To Sinelli, just rattles out. Rebound under there by Johnson. She's fighting with it with another jump ball. This will go to Douglas. Yeah, Amanda Sinelli had that 3-pointer, and that looked good from where I was sitting. Just rattled out. So been 8-0 for a little while. We'll see if Margaret Johnson can make it a double-figure lead. She gets fouled, and the 2. Chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. Margaret Johnson, she gets hacked by Jasmine Trudeau. I think that's who they got. Trudeau, they did. That's going to be her first. It's 2 team fouls on Douglas. So Margaret have 1 shot at the free throw line, so the girls have to stay awake. In case there's a rebound here, another opportunity. There is a rebound, but it's tracked down by Douglas, but it's stolen. Not sure what the call is. We got another foul. Quinlan had that. Quinlan's got 2 or 3 offensive rebounds since checking in here. She's made an impact on this game, as you'll see. She kind of struggled for her first two, but now she's warmed up a little bit harder, these free throws. Perfect. Perfect form. Makes it 11-0. 3:27 left. Allie Wheaton will get a little bit of a break. Charlotte Bartlett will come in for her. She'll take some of the down low duties. Another one goes, so that's 2 for Quinlan. Makes it 12-0. Douglas will still seek out their first hoop. They get the ball in the hands of Jasmine Trudeau, who's their leading scorer in the first couple of games. Her sister, also in 8th grade, Addison Trudeau, number 11, is out there. They pass it around, but I don't think anyone really wants to shoot from that far. Margaret Johnson gets called for the reach in there. She wanted a breakaway. Maybe go for the dunk on that. But she got a foul. That's only 1 on Margaret. That's really the first team foul of the game for the Crusaders, which could be why the Douglas coaching staff a little bit upset. So they're passing it around good, working on technique. They really need to find a way to get closer to the hoop to get a good shot. As the Crusader 2-3 has just been smothering. Another wild corner shot. This time by Zoe Greenow. That one again goes way too long. Here come the Crusaders. Dominant performance so far. This is a good opportunity to work on some things though. Bartlett, just off the bench, drills it. Charlotte Bartlett puts it in, makes it 14-0. 2:19 left first quarter. Timeout, Douglas. They want to talk things over. I'd say for Douglas, they have had almost no good looks. What they really need to do is try to get some turnovers, as we got the WCS pep band in the background. Douglas needs to try to get some turnovers, get it going back the other way, even just get some looks that are close to the hoop, you know, and not so far away. They just don't have that three-point shot. Been a couple of corner threes that haven't really been close yet. So I'm sure the coaching staff's talking about that. Like when you set up that offense, look to get someone at that interior near the free throw line or within the 8 to 10 feet to get a good shot off, rather than some of these three-point bombs that they've had to shoot. Crusaders got to talk over. Really just continue to play hard, because they're going to probably get some bench players an opportunity. They've already gotten a couple of players in. Now Madison Amati's also going to check in, number 30. Bartlett as well, as I said, she just came in. Still Chloe Ritchie and Margaret Johnson out there with the other girls. WCS stays in that zone. Only 10 seconds in the shot clock. Again, they really got to find their way closer to the hoop. This might be a desperate heave. That's a good shot there. Off the glass and in. Huge shot. That was Jasmine Trudeau, the 8th grader. She's got a great shot. Quinlan got a point-blank range, but couldn't make it. And then she fouled and elbowed Douglas. So now Douglas 14-2. So they didn't give her a 3 on that. That's too bad, that long shot. But her foot was on the line. So that's 1, by the way, on Quinlan Rice. And 2 team fouls for WCS. Another jump ball going the other way, I believe. Yep, possession arrow is for the Crusaders. Up 14-2. Ritchie will take the point. Looks like Douglas is now man-to-man. That's better. I think Douglas is going to try to force some turnovers, get some of those easier looks. Margaret dribbles to her right, to Ritchie, fires off the rim, no good. Bartlett chases it down. Charlotte, hustle play. Oh, she thought she had Rice, but got it stolen. Exactly as I said, that would have been a great play by Zoe Greenow, but she drew it off the glass just a bit too hard. But that's what Douglas needs more of. A couple steals, get it going the other way, get a layup. Ritchie finds Margaret. Johnson barrels her way in. She gets it to Almaty, no good. Looked like it was, it was off of Douglas, so Crusaders will keep it. Margaret Johnson's going to go to the bench. So Avery Ibrahim will come back in. Ritchie wide open from the corner, no good. Great shot by Chloe, just couldn't get it to go. Jump ball. We've had about 50 jump balls already in the first quarter. Only has 22 seconds left. So possession arrow just keeps switching back and forth. Bartlett with the steal. Great steal in there. Almost loses it, but she keeps the dribble. Gets it over half court. Gets it in the hands of the point guard, Chloe Ritchie. Ritchie gets to start the offense. There's 2 seconds left. Chloe's going to have to fire. She doesn't even bother. Chloe's like, you know what? I'm not gonna ruin my shooting percentage. Fire a desperate heave. We're up 14-2. That's enough. And so she handed the ball back to the ref. So that's it for one quarter. Once again, second Dual Valley Conference game for both teams. Douglas Tigers 0-1, losing to Nipmuc pretty big Wednesday. The Crusaders lost in a last-second heartbreaker to BMR on Wednesday in Blackstone. So, as we expected, a lot of veterans on the Crusaders and very young Douglas team. We expected this to be rather one-sided. But it's a great opportunity for the Crusaders to get some other younger players more time. Looks like they're going to check Allie Whedon back in. Margaret, I think they went back with their starting lineup, did the Crusaders. So Douglas is just straight up man-to-man, and I like that because they need to get those steals. Sitting back in that zone is not doing them any favors. Margaret looking to get a pick. She's going to go right. She finds Chloe. Ritchie up fake. Little hook shot. Thought she got fouled, but it hit the side of the glass out of bounds. So Douglas ball. That's Addison Trudeau. Paige Gosselin, number 10. They're at the top. They're looking down to try to get Cece White, number 15. She's the one on the block. They're trying to get also 22, Ariana Delgado. They're trying to get those easier looks. They've been taking it down the shot clock most of the time, but this is Cece White over to Trudeau. No good. Chloe rips down the rebound. Ritchie gets the offense started. 14-2. Just getting started second quarter. 7 minutes left. Douglas stays in the man-to-man. Ritchie almost throws it away, and Margaret Johnson gets it back. She finds a lane. Oh, she looks like she had it. Would have loved to see Margaret put that up, but sometimes being a little bit too unselfish, and as she looked for Chloe Ritchie in the corner, she took an extra slide step. They got her for traveling. So turnover with WCS. The Tigers bring it back up. They have been really purposefully working that clock. Well, they're going to get they're going to get a foul on Ava Ibrahim on that one. It's only her team first. Remember a new rule in high school basketball, they wipe out team fouls after every quarter. Douglas, I thought they had a shot there. Delgado had it underneath, no good. Whedon gets it to Margaret Johnson. Yeah, so they wipe out the team fouls after each quarter. Johnson tries to find Ibrahim, and Ibrahim and Whedon end up fighting over it. Out of bounds, Douglas ball. So what happens is each quarter they wipe out team fouls, and when you get to 5, it's now into the bonus where they're shooting, and it's no more 1-and-1 ever again. So sorry to make that sound so final, but that's just the way it is. Unless they change the rule back someday. But for now, it's 5 fouls at each quarter. You get 2 shots, not 1-and-1. So they got Sinelli on that one. Amanda gets her first 2-team. Douglas looking down low to CC White. White fires. Oh, no good. Great rebound by Johnson. Here comes Margaret. Gets to Chloe. Once again, Douglas still in that man-to-man, which I think has worked out much better for them than that little box-and-one they were playing. Ritchie's got an opportunity. She goes left-handed hook. No good. It's like a globetrotter shot there for Chloe Ritchie. Looks like Charlotte Bartlett will check back in. Bartlett gave them really good minutes in the first quarter. Almost a steal. It is a steal by Sinelli. Sinelli's 1-on-2. She draws the foul. We'll go to the free throw line. Amanda Sinelli will get 2. That's the first foul on. Let's see who they got for that. Addison Trudeau. That's her first team foul of the second quarter for Douglas. Great free throw form for Sinelli. She makes the first. Chloe Ritchie's going to step out. I think that's her first break of the game. As Bartlett comes in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Ava. Ibrahim. Chloe will stay in. I think they really like to keep 1 of 2 for Sinelli. I think they like to keep Chloe out there because she's the ball handler. She kind of runs the offense, so she doesn't get a lot of breaks. All right, Douglas down 15-2, just over 5 to play in the first half. Struggling a little bit. Chloe gets her hand in on that. Shot clock's down to 24. Douglas will sub in. Zoe Greenow will come back in. Oh, what a great steal by Chloe. Ritchie almost gets fouled. It gets knocked out. Ritchie stole it. And Delgado of Douglas tried to get it back. But the Crusaders keep the ball up 15-2. They had a really great start. I feel like they scored 8 points within a minute, and then it's been a little bit slower going for the Crusaders on offense, but have maintained great defense. Bartlett rips to the hole. Doesn't get it to fall. Good rebound by Paige Gosselin. She gets it to Trudeau. It looks like WCS stays in that zone. It looked like they were man-to-man for a second. Trudeau can't get it to go. Great rebound by Allie Wheaton. She hands it to Sinelli. Amanda sets up the offense. Oh, good pass from Wheaton to Johnson. Off the glass and in. Beautiful give and go. Those two have been playing together for a long time, and it shows clearly. 17-2, 4 minutes to play first half. All right, Trudeau fires from 3. Very good board by Bartlett. Sometimes those air balls are tough because you're expecting the ball to come off the rim, but she saw it, she got a body on someone and used her height to her advantage to grab that board. 15-point Crusaders lead. Here comes Wheaton. She looks like she's going to try to get into the action. No. To Ritchie. Oh, looks like Sinelli, who had a great look there, stepped on the out-of-bounds line. All right, Douglas still looking for their second bucket. The first one was kind of a desperate heaves. It's down 17-2. That's Jillian Lawson, number 32, who's checked in. Crusaders now up 19-2. Timeout, Douglas. Another run ripped off here by the Crusaders. Just under 3 minutes to play first half. 17-point lead. Once again, as you can hear, pep band of WCS bringing the excitement here on a Friday night at the Nehemiah Center. Crusaders have kind of shared the load. I don't have the exact scoring and the numbers, but Margaret Johnson and Amanda Sinelli, I think, probably lead it, but Chloe's got a bucket. You have Allie Whedon. You have Charlotte Bartlett as well, so probably see that the rest of the game. Jillian Lawson's getting some action, number 32. Along with Quinlan Rice, she's in there, number 23. Good steal by Margaret Johnson. She's looking for a free layup. Will she go up left? Nope, she took a right hand, and that's just fine because she had plenty of space. 21-2. 2:29 left first half. Might be it for Johnson, as looks like Ava's going to check back in. We'll see what the coach does once we get a stoppage of play. Richie takes the point. It's going to be Johnson again, all the way to the hole, off the glass and in. Great play by Margaret Johnson, 23-2. So this lead has been pushed up to 21. Paige Gosseld's going to take the point for Douglas. It was a great look in there to Delgado, but Delgado just got it stuck on her hip and she lost it. Now Ava Ibrahim's going to come back in and check in for Chloe Ritchie. As I said, I think that's the first break for Chloe. Looks like they could have had that shot. Zoe Greenow loses it. Here comes Ibrahim. Gets it to Bartlett. Bartlett almost travels, but then she gets it stolen. Here comes Douglas. Coach telling him to run, which is a smart move. Try to get the easy look, and they do, but Delgado couldn't get it to go. Great rebound by Douglas, but it looked like there was a jump ball called. Possession arrow. Stays with Douglas, takes it out underneath the hoop. Greenow couldn't connect. So Ava Ibrahim will take the point with Chloe Ritchie getting a break. Still going to Margaret Johnson. Oh, Johnson got it stolen. Here it comes. No good. Margaret pounding the court. Looks like she tripped. So Margaret, I wasn't sure what happened there. I think she stepped on the defender's foot. She fell. Ball went rolling out of bounds. All right, so we got a lot of... Margaret Johnson's going to come out. Ellie Whedon will step back in. Here comes Douglas, down 23-2. Just under a minute left to play this first half. See if they can get another bucket. They only got one. Got it, Jasmine Trudeau. WCS stays in their 2-3 zone. Delgado, I thought Delgado might have had it. She instead gave it to Chiasen. Off the rim, no good. Here comes WCS. There's a few seconds differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They'll have an opportunity for at least one shot. Sinelli has it. I look for Whedon down low. Whedon looking for help. That could be 3 seconds. So Jillian Lawson had an opportunity there. Thought it was on from where I... Good shot by Jillian, just rimmed out. 18 seconds left. No difference between the shot clock, game clock. Crusaders take it out from underneath their own hoop. Deep corner three by Allie Whedon. Almost goes, no good. A scramble for it. Ava Ibrahim gets fouled, so with 10.5 left first half, Ava will go to the free throw line. She'll get 2. First foul on Ariana Delgado. Beautiful free throw form from Ava, so it's a chance to take one more, up 24-2. That one a little long. We'll see if she can track her own rebound. Ibrahim gets it, jump ball. That will stay Crusaders ball. 22-point lead, and they'll get it with 9.2 left in this half. The never-ending half here. Ibrahim looking for Whedon, doesn't have her. Gets it back herself somehow, no good. Rebound, Douglas. They're not going to have much of an opportunity here, but why not? No good. That'll do it. The end of 2 quarters, 1 half. Crusaders with a dominant performance, as we kind of expected here. As the pep band takes over, it's 24-2. They'll go into the locker room and talk it over. It's hard to compete with the pep band, so let them roll. Just getting an update score here from the boys' game as the boys' varsity Crusaders are at Douglas tonight. As often happens, the girls and boys will play each other at opposite gyms with the Douglas girls here. The Douglas boys are hosting the Crusaders and are, get this score right, so it's a halftime down in Douglas as well, and it's 25-21, the Tigers with a 4-point halftime lead over the Crusaders. So Douglas wants that win. I think what I saw was 2-4. Don't have it in front of me. They've played some tough out-of-conference games, the Tigers have. So haven't started out quite. They have a lot of seniors on that Douglas boys team, and haven't started out quite the way they wanted to. Crusader boys, on the other hand, are 4-0, but 3 fairly easy out-of-conference games. The St. Bernard game was a little bit tougher, but they were down a couple guys, and their first conference game was the Chargers from BMR, which is going to be their easiest opponent. So the Whitensville Christian boys, their first biggest test of the season is tonight. And so far, down 4, but plenty of that time to go. So if we get any updates, I'll let you know. But here at Whitensville Christian, it's 24-2. As we said off the top, the Douglas Tigers are incredibly young. They don't have almost any experience. They're relying heavy on Addison and Jasmine Trudeau, 2 8th graders. So great opportunity for them. You can see by the way they move out there, the Trudeau girls, that they're going to have a great future. They're getting time. They're playing against, someone like Margaret Johnson, who's, played for years and senior, going to be playing Division I soccer next year at Marist. Chloe Ritchie, same thing, been playing for 4 years. Allie Whedon, all of these girls have been playing a long time. And so when you're in 8th grade and you're going up against that, you're going to take your hits for sure. You really are. So the coach, Douglas, he's got to keep them engaged in the game and help them. What I would be doing is not just working on skills, because this is a game and you want to have fun, is I would try to break it down for them. And I would say, listen, 24-2, let's not worry about that. Let's try to win, the first 4 minutes. WCS is probably going to go to their bench. So if Douglas can, just try to break it down to 4-minute segments. Let's try to win that first 4 minutes. I would continue to play man-to-man. While the Crusaders went on a run there at the end of the first half, the Douglas had more success in that little box and one that they were doing on Margaret Johnson, and try to get some steals going the other way would be the strategy I would use. And crash the glass on the offense. It's going to be tough because the Crusaders got taller players, even with their bench in there. They got some tall girls. But just try to, crash the glass, get a few easy layups. And then if I'm Douglas, I'm saying, hey, defensive rebounds, we can't be letting up all of those. It's one thing to let up, Margaret Johnson gets a great drive or Chloe Ritchie shoots from outside. What are you going to do? But, when they miss, you got to put a body on someone. You got to get that rebound. And so what I would tell them is first 4 minutes, let's try to win that and break it down that way. Because you're giving these young girls on Douglas a great opportunity, but it can get very frustrating and disappointing when you feel like you're always getting killed. It's hard for a coach to motivate a team like that. Crusaders, what are they probably talking about in the locker room? Well, it's not a lot you can talk about. I'm sure Coach Creedler is really telling them to keep their heads in the game, especially, and just letting them know that a lot of the bench is going to get opportunities that they may not get as much of in tighter games. And certainly the games coming up, they'll have some tight games. And to just tell them to, you got to stay focused. One big point of emphasis, if I'm the Crusaders, is take care of the basketball, run the offense, right? Don't get carried away because it's a blowout win. Just run the offense, get good looks, because you don't want to create bad habits. Coming up after this game, the on the schedule for the Crusaders, see what we got. So next Tuesday, so next week, they're going to be home again against Sutton. And then on Friday, they go to Nipmuc. So most likely 2 more difficult contests coming up for the Crusaders. So you don't want to go into those games with bad habits with a game like this. Run your offense, no matter who's out there. It's a good opportunity for the younger players to run their offense and get good shots, get to the free throw line, continue to play sound defense, rebound, put a body on someone. The fundamentals of the game, to continue to work on those. And you're not going to be so worried about the score, because it is a 22-point game. The Douglas Tigers, if you're wondering, their next game's at Hopedale next week, and then home against. They're next at Hopedale, and then they're home against Sutton. That's their 2 games next week. For the Tigers, when they were winning games, or when they not winning, but when they were more in games, and they got 21 points against Uxbridge. They got 26 against Sizer, 33 against Oxford. It's just hard to imagine that. I don't really know who got even 24 against Nipmuc. So I wasn't at those games, so I'm not sure how that played out. But they got in the 20s, the Lady Tigers. So the scoring was kind of all over the place for those games, who was the leading scorer. But typically, it was Jasmine Trudeau was in the mix for leading scorer, and there's only one bucket so far tonight. And I think it was Jasmine who got it. It was either that or her sister Addison. I couldn't quite see. I called it Jasmine, but it was one of the Trudeau sisters. The Crusaders, on the other hand, if you look at how they've done, once again, they started the season with 2 wins out of conference. They blew out Maine South, blew out Assabet. Then they lost by 11 to Uxbridge and a squeaker against BMR. The leading scorers almost always Margaret Johnson, Allie Whedon. Sinelli's kind of depends on the game. Again, she's had a good game tonight. And, of course, Chloe Ritchie being the point guard. She just runs that offense and pitches in with the scoring as well. He's kind of seen that tonight. It'll be all over the place the second half. I'm sure they'll go to the bench pretty quickly, get some of these players in there to get some reps. We're almost done here in Douglas for the half, and Douglas hasn't even come out. They finally kind of meander out of the locker room. Probably not going to do a lot of warming up. Not the biggest crowd in the world here tonight. And we'll see what Crusaders planning here. They're not starting their normal starters. We're going to start Quinlan Rice. They're going to start Bartlett, looks like. Chloe Ritchie will get back in the game as well. And Madison Amati, number 30, she'll get the start of the third quarter. All right, WCS stays in their 2-3. Douglas will see if this end of the court will treat them better. Only 1 bucket that first half. Here comes Trudeau. Just gets it over to Paige Gosselin. Gosselin drives. Gosselin gets a chance for a 3-point play. Drove through the zone to start this half. So 24-4, 20-point lead. Paige Gosselin gets the opportunity to make it a 3-point play. That's going to be the first foul on Chloe Ritchie. First team foul, third quarter by the Crusaders. Gosselin just gets out, but it's a rebound in there. Cece White almost had it, but Charlotte Bartlett took it away. Another great play by Bartlett. 26-4. 22-point WCS lead. That play on the offensive end was made. Great play by Quinlan Rice. Another turnover for Douglas. Go back to WCS here. 7:07 to play third quarter. Chloe Ritchie will handle the point guard responsibilities. Looks like she was open. That's going to be Amati. Goes to the hole. She's going to get fouled and will earn a trip to the line. Good pass by Sinelli. That's 2 fouls on Cece White for Douglas. 1 team foul. First team foul of the third quarter. So First of 2 for Amani is no good. Madison will get one more. Also a little long. Good rebound there for Douglas. That's CC White. White will take it up. Give it to Trudeau. They're really trying to get White down there. White gets it off the glass. No good. CC White misses. Good dive by Amati, but can't save it. Good hustle by Maddie Amati on that one. So Douglas will get the ball underneath the hoop. Still a 22-point game. They did get their second hoop of the game. There's 7 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, good block by Bartlett. As Delgado tried to shoot it from the corner again. Charlotte Bartlett. Now Charlotte has a chance. She holds it up. Can see over everyone. Gets to Ritchie. Ritchie will get the offense going. Douglas stays in that man-to-man, which I think is smart. It's been good, pretty good for them. Ritchie looked like she had a shot. She's going to wheel to the right. Hook shot off the glass and in. Chloe Ritchie with a beautiful drive. We'll get to the free throw line. Chloe kind of looked like she was going to go left, and all of a sudden she wheeled right into the paint. That little hook shot off the glass. Also got the foul. She got that one on number 14 of Douglas. Jasmine Trudeau. That's 2 on Jasmine. 2 team fouls. Looks like Bartlett's going to come out. Allie Whedon back in. Free throw no good, but Chloe Ritchie gets it back, and she's going to get the offense going again. Looks down low to Allie Whedon. Whedon now gets pushed out to the corner. Looks. It's going to be Amati now. Good drive off the glass. Great play by Quinlan Rice. That was, looked like she was going to pass it, and then she just kind of slipped it off the glass and got the bucket. Ooh, man, looked like Rice got a good block there, but they got her for a foul. So Douglas will get a chance to add to their point total. Paige Gosselin will get an opportunity for 2. That's 2 fouls on Quinlan Rice. Margaret Johnson will come in for Chloe. That one almost goes in for Paige. No good, but Douglas gets the rebound in there. CC White. But Whedon was able to tie it up. Jump ball. So the ball, possession arrow back to WCS. Crusaders with 5:17 left. Margaret Johnson forgot for a second there that she was taking Chloe's place and came back with the ball. So she'll set up the offense. It's over to Amati. Amati looking down, trying to find Ava Ibrahim. But Ava couldn't quite collect it. It went out of bounds. Another turnover. 5 minutes left, third quarter. Douglas down 30-4. Delgado over to Trudeau. Trudeau fires. Trudeau a little bit long on that. Tremendous rebound by Rice. So here come the Crusaders back on offense. What do we got now? 3 seconds on Margaret. Margaret Johnson, who was posted up down there. She forgot how long she was in the lane, so ball goes back to the Tigers. Douglas coach wants him to attack, and they do, but it's just long, but a much better shot. It's going to be Rice. Rice, she thought she had Ibrahim down low, but Ava wasn't looking, and the ball goes back to Douglas. So 3:56 left. Stay in the 2-3 zone. That's going to be Trudeau again. Again, no good. Another jump ball. This time the possession arrow stays with Douglas. Not a lot of scoring. Crusaders haven't really been playing their starters. They've played some, but not like together, so that might have... Douglas with a point-blank shot. Oh, almost. Cece White misses. Margaret Johnson has a chance in transition. No good. Rice, no good. Here comes Douglas with the rebound. So we're in the third quarter here of the girls' game. The boys are playing in Douglas. 3 quarters are done, and the Tigers maintain a 4-point lead over the Crusaders there. So that could go down to the wire. Here comes Trudeau. Trudeau gets it stolen by Rice. Here comes Rice. Quinlan Rice taking the point herself. Oh, she stopped dribbling. I think she wanted to get to Ibrahim. Whedon gets to Margaret. Margaret wheels down low. Great drive. Margaret Johnson. Another 2 makes it 32-4. Just under 3 to play, third quarter. Trudeau? Looks like Trudeau couldn't get it to go, but she gets the foul on that. So you can tell the Douglas coach looking for them to drive into that zone. And that's actually, they've gotten a little bit of success. It's not usually what you do in a zone. You usually look to pass for and look for the spaces. But in this game, it was a good opportunity for Douglas to try to just drive in as Trudeau misses her first. Try to get a little bit closer to look at the hoop. Trudeau trying to make it 5 points for Douglas. Nope. Crusaders maintain the basketball. Ibrahim. No good. The ball gets stolen, so here comes Paige. Sorry, that was Zoe Greenow. I had the wrong number there. Ponytail in the way. Wasn't able to get the layup to go, and Crusaders get the ball back. Chloe Ritchie will head back to the bench. Probably get Margaret out after the third quarter, I would guess. Give the bench a lot of run here against Douglas, up 32-4. And a dominant performance here by the Crusaders. Wheaton looking to find Johnson. Instead finds Ibrahim. Ibrahim gets it blocked. It's going to stay Crusader ball, but they'll have 15 seconds on the shot clock. Just under 2 to play, third quarter. Douglas boys are now up 9 with just over 5 left. So a little run by Douglas. WCS boys are going to have to do something if they want to not drop that game. Here we got a tie up underneath the hoop. Possession arrow stays Whitinsville Christian. Oh, almost into Margaret Johnson, no good. It's Carrie Keeler in the game, first time. A little bit of confusion on the defense. And Jasmine Trudeau gets to go off the glass. Looks like Charlotte is going to check back in. Another steal off the glass, and it goes for Paige Gosselin. 32-8. Crusaders turn the ball over again. That was Jillian Lawson took it over. She got a little eager. She stepped over the line. So Douglas now down 32-8. Maybe we see what the reason they got some points in the previous games. They wait till they play against the deep bench, but Crusaders are going to go back to Chloe Ritchie here to settle things down. She's going to check in. Trudeau, that one drains it. It's a 2, not a 3. So it's 32-10, a long 2 by Jasmine Trudeau. Makes it within 22. So a chance to make a run, but Margaret Johnson looking to stop that. She gets fouled. I think they got that on the floor, and they did. It's Paige Gosselin's second. It's going to be 3 team fouls in the third quarter, but it's only 50 seconds left, so it shouldn't be a big problem for Douglas. Johnson with an easy look. Great pass by Carrie Keeler to Margaret Johnson. Makes it 34-10. Douglas has about 10 seconds in between difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Johnson with the steal. She's got a head of steam. Easy layup for Margaret. She gets it to go. Clearly the leading scorer in this one, makes it 36-10. That's probably going to do it for Margaret, I would say, after the end of this quarter. Unless Douglas makes a little run. They got it up to 10 points. They only had 2 at halftime, so that's pretty good. That was Paige Gosselin again. She just missed the layup. Good point blank look for Paige. Only 4 seconds left. They're going to have to shoot it. They look for Carrie Keeler. Keeler almost grabs it. No good. That's going to do it for the third quarter. Pep band plays. 26-point Crusader lead. Fourth quarter should get a lot of opportunity for the bench players. Some of the crowd who came to cheer on the Lady Crusaders here tonight, filing out with 8 minutes to play. They're confident. And why wouldn't they be? 26-point lead. It's 36-10. Crusaders are going to go back with 3 of their starters, Allie Whedon and Ibrahim and Chloe Ritchie. They got Carrie Keeler out there. Doesn't get a ton of playing time. And they also got Quinlan Rice out there, number 23. So, yeah, Carrie Keeler gets some opportunity. She's only a 9th grader, so it's a great opportunity for her to get some playing time. Douglas. Delgado likes to take that corner 3. Hasn't had a ton of success, but they're open, and there are not a lot of open looks for this team on offense, so you got to take. Here comes Ibrahim going left. She had it. She gets double teamed. Finds Whedon. Whedon's going to go right. She had a layup, but she gives it to Carrie Keeler. Keeler drains it. The bench goes wild as the 9th grader Carrie Keeler. You got to love the unselfish play by Allie Whedon. I was wondering because Whedon had an easy layup there, and I was like, shoot the ball, and then I realized what she was doing was finding her teammate. Doesn't get a lot of time, a lot of opportunity. Carrie Keeler made it count. 38-10. Cece White looked to drive, but she lost it off her foot out of bounds. It's going to give the Crusaders another opportunity. Ibrahim will get it into Chloe Ritchie, set up the offense. I really like how the Crusaders, Coach Riedler does this, because I never like just playing the starters and then taking them all out. You give your bench players a chance to play with 2 or 3 of your veteran players. It gives them a better chance. Ibrahim with no good. Battle underneath by Whedon and CeCe White. Another jump ball. It's going to stay Crusaders ball. They only have 13 seconds on the shot clock. It rolled. I don't know what happened there. Chloe trained the shot, but Chloe's like, come on, that was 2 I had. But the clock never started, so she's got an opportunity for 3. No good. Rebound. Again, Chloe fires. No good. Good rebound by Douglas. Good box out there by Ariana Delgado. Delgado's going to try to take it herself. No, she gets it back out to CeCe White. She was no good from the corner. Down 28. 6:22 left to play in this one. .20 seconds on the shot clock. Whedon finds Chloe. Chloe's going to take it all the way in with a little left-hand scoop shot. Doesn't get it to go. Good board there by Trudeau. Here comes Douglas. Now Carrie Keeler's in position. No good again by White. And here comes Ibrahim to take the point. That's going to be 2 fouls on Douglas's Ariana Delgado. First team foul of the 4th quarter. It's going to be on the floor as Rice went for the drive. No good. It looks like Maddie Amati's back in. Took Carrie Keeler out. And Sinelli back in. Great feed to Whedon. Whedon from the corner. No good. Battle by Amati. She uses her body. She's banging in there. Sinelli for 3. Good hustle play by Sinelli, but Douglas comes out with it. CeCe White loses it. Amati almost lost it again, but we're going to get another jump ball. Is this a record for amount of jump balls in one game? I don't know, but it's up there. So that time the possession arrow will stay with Douglas. Another good, great steal by Whedon. She gets it to Sinelli. It's going to be Whedon again. She has it down the block, but she, looking for a teammate, finally finds Ibrahim. Ava draws the foul. Good drive by Ava Ibrahim. She'll get to the line for shooting 2. Once again, that's going to be 3 fouls, by the way, on Jasmine Trudeau of Douglas. Only 2 team fouls for Douglas. Need to get 5 before you're in the bonus. So Sinelli with that good free throw shooting. This time I jinxed her. So the Crusaders, with getting this victory, I think we can count it as a victory. They'll now go to 3-2, get back on the winning ways, but they have to go play some tough games. Coming up, they'll play home Tuesday against Sutton and away against Nipmuc on Friday. So that one on Tuesday, join the live stream. That'll be live streamed from here. Amati almost getting the steal. CeCe White, no good. Whedon wide open underneath. Whedon, good move. Beautiful shot. Allie Whedon for another 2, makes it 40-10. Delgado, this time, I thought that was going to rattle in. No good. Good board by Amati, and she gets it to Sinelli. Charlotte has it. Comes Bartlett. She goes left. Back out to Sinelli. Good moves all the way to the hole. Left-handed up. Scoop shot, no good. Whedon crashes the boards. She's going to grab another opportunity to go to the free throw line. It's going to be 2 on Addison Trudeau. 3-team foul. And that'll be 2 shots for Allie Whedon. Just over 3 minutes to play in this one. So the Crusaders will go to 1-1 in a Dual Valley Conference, losing a really tough one to BMR the other night. Douglas will go to 0-2 to start their conference play. Whedon makes a swish from the line. So Brindley Gonaville, 10th sophomore, will get some action here. It's a chance for Douglas to do some things here, and that one just rattled out by Becca Leary in off the bench. Sinelli's going to still handle the offense. Sinelli's going to go all the way. Looks like she got it just knocked out by Becca Leary. 26 left on the shot clock as Douglas continues to shuffle girls in and out. Down 31, 2:58 left. Maddie finds Bartlett. Maddie now looks down low. They get it back. 18 on the shot clock. Sinelli's going to have to do something. She does. She goes left. Easy layup. Oh, just missed. I think she was so shocked to see how close she was to the hoop. But Amati gets 2 offensive rebounds. Gets the second one to go and draws a foul. That'll be 3 on Addison. 4 team fouls. Amati will get a chance to make this a good old-fashioned 3-point play. And the next team foul for Douglas, by the way, will be in the bonus. It'll be 2 shots. Little long. But she gets another rebound. Amati's making hay on the offensive glass. Bartlett, no good. Jillian Lawson had her hands on that too, but it got knocked away. Douglas got the ball, and a timeout is called with 2:25 left. Last I checked, the boys Douglas team was winning by 9. So it wasn't looking good for the Crusaders in that one. So the Crusaders, dominant performance from start to finish. Only 2 points to Douglas had at halftime. They managed to get 8 more here so far in the second half. And Bill, pep band on hand here Friday night in the Nehemiah Center. I'm going to try to take this momentum. Will the Crusaders into Tuesday night against rival Sutton Sammys coming to town Tuesday. Should be a very different kind of situation. So hopefully, as Margaret Johnson does come back in with some bench players, including Carrie Keeler, who just also joined. Carrie got her first hoop earlier with a great feed by Allie Whedon. All right, let's see what Douglas threw up at halftime. Coach just yelling to keep working. Trudeau all the way to the hoop, off the glass and in. Addison Trudeau makes it 43-12, just under 2 to play. Margaret Johnson will take the point for the Crusaders. Looking to set up her teammates here. Amati. Going to get a reach-in foul. That's going to be 2 shots. It's on Paige Gosselin. That's going to be 2, I think. It should be 2. There we go. The refs had it confused. It's a new rule this year, so it doesn't surprise me they get a little confused. But with 5 team fouls now, it used to be 7, but it was for the half. It was 7 per half, and then you had 1 and 1. Now you get 5 per quarter, and then it goes to just straight 2 shots. So Margaret will get 2 to add to her point total. With 1:41 left, I think it's safe to say our player of the game tonight is senior Margaret Johnson here, as you see her take her 2 free throws. Margaret switches that one. Great game, as usual, by the senior captain. Let's say hustle player of the game. We're going to give that to Chloe Ritchie, who was all over the place defensively, running the offense with an honorable mention off the bench. Madison Amati, as she just crashed that glass whenever she was in there. We'll give hustle player of the game to Chloe and player of the game to Margaret Johnson. Just almost the end of the game here. Douglas just missed another one. 44-12. Crusaders have a chance, a couple more opportunities to see if Carey fires. Why not? Margaret battles for the rebound, but Douglas gets it out of the pack. Comes Paige Gosselin. Gosselin finds her teammate, McKenna Chiasen, gets it blocked. So with 1:05 left, it'll stay Douglas ball. They'll get it underneath the hoop. Gosselin will take it out. Finds Addison Trudeau. Gosselin drives. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Chiasen. Chiasen's really been battling down there. Another hustle play by Amati for the Crusaders. A little stay. There's 16 seconds on the shot clock. 52 in the game clock. Zoe gets it to Chiasen. Back to Gosselin. Good drive by Zoe Greenow, but that just didn't get it to go. So we're only about 4 seconds differential between game and shot clock. Crusaders have one more offensive opportunity here. Keeler again, why not? She's almost made a couple more shots. She got her first bucket earlier. That one doesn't go. 16 seconds left. Opportunity for Douglas. They're down 44-12. No good, but another good rebound in there by McKenna Chiasen. And that gives Paige Gosselin an opportunity. That's going to be the end of this one. As Amati does not like what happened there. But they kept their heads cool. Finished the game 44-12. Great night for the Crusaders with a huge win. We'll see you back Tuesday night here against Sutton. Have a good night. God bless everyone.